Exodus chapter 32. And when the people saw that Moshe delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron, and said unto themselves, Up, make us Elohim, which shall go before us. For as this Moshe, the man that brought us up out of the land of Mitzrayim, we know not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your women, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them to me. And bring them unto me. And all the people broke off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron, and he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graving tool, after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, These be your Elohim, O Yisrael, which brought you up out of the land of Mitzrayim. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made proclamation, and said, Tomorrow is a feast to Yah. And they rose up early on the morrow, and offered burnt offerings, and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink, and rose up to play. And Yah said unto Moshe, Go, get you down, for your people which you brought out of the land of Mitzrayim have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be your Elohim, O Yisrael, which have brought you up out of the land of Mitzrayim. And Yah said unto Moshe, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of you a great nation. And Moshe besought Yah Elohenu, and said, Yah, why does your wrath wax hot against your people, which you have brought forth out of the land of Mitzrayim with great power, and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Mitzrayim speak and say, For mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce wrath, and repent of this evil against your people. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, your servants, to whom you swore by your own self, and said unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. And Yah repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people. And Moshe turned and went down from the mount, and the 2 sapphires of the testimony were in his hand. The sapphires were written on both their sides, on the one side and on the other were they written. And the sapphires were the work of Elohim, and the writing was the writing of Elohim, graven upon the sapphires. And when Yahusha heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moshe, There is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, It is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moshe's anger waxed hot, and he cast the sapphires out of his hands, and broke them beneath the mount. And he took the calf which they had made, and burnt it in the fire, and ground it to powder, and strawed it upon the water, and made the children of Israel drink of it. And Moshe said unto Aaron, What did this people unto you, that you have brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, Let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. You know the people, that they are set on mischief. For they said unto me, Make us Elohim, which shall go before us. For as for this Moshe, the man that brought us up out of the land of Mitzrayim, we know not what is become of him. And I said unto them, Whosoever has any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it to me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And when Moshe saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies, then Moshe stood in the gate of the camp and said, Who is on Yah's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, Thus says Yah Elohim of Israel, Put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moshe. And there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moshe had said, Consecrate yourselves today to Yah, even every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moshe said unto the people, Ye have sinned a great sin. And now I will go up unto Yah, peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin. And Moshe returned unto Eliah and said, Oh, this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them Elohim of gold. Yet now, if you will forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray you, out of your sefer which you have written. And Yah said unto Moshe, Whosoever has sinned against me, him will I blot out of my sefer. Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto you. Behold, my angel shall go before you. Nevertheless, in the day when I will visit their sin upon them. And Yah plagued the people because they made the calf which Aaron made. Exodus chapter 33. And Yah said unto Moshe, Depart and go up hence, you and the people which you have brought up out of the land of Mitzrayim, unto the land which I swore unto Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, Unto your seed will I give it, and I will send an angel before you, and I will drive out the Kenai, the Emori, the Shittite, the Perizzite, the Shivi, and the Yevusi, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. For I will not go up in the midst of you, for you are a stiff-necked people, lest I consume you in the way. And when the people heard the evil report, they mourned, and no man did put on him his ornament. For Yah had said unto Moshe, Say unto the children of Israel, Ye are a stiff-necked people. I will come up in the midst of you in a moment and consume you. Therefore now put off your ornaments from you, that I may know what to do unto you. And the children of Israel stripped themselves of their ornaments by the Mount Horeb. And Moshe took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar off from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the assembly. And it came to pass that everyone which sought Yah went out unto the tabernacle of the assembly which was without the camp. And it came to pass, when Moshe went out unto the tabernacle, that all the people rose up and stood every man at his tent door, and looked after Moshe until he was gone into the tabernacle. And it came to pass, as Moshe entered into the tabernacle, the cloudly pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle. And Yah talked with Moshe. And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle door. And all the people rose up and worshipped, every man in his tent door. And Yah spoke unto Moshe face to face, as a man speaks unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp. But his servant Yahusha the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. And Moshe said unto Eliah, See, you say unto me, Bring up this people, and you have not let me know whom you will send with me. Yet you have said, I know you by name, and you have also found grace in my sight. Now therefore I pray you, if I have found grace in your sight, show me now your way, that I may know you, that I may find grace in your sight, and consider that this nation is your people. And he said, My presence shall go with you, and I will give you rest. And he said unto him, If your presence go not with me, carry us not up hence. For wherein shall it be known here that I and your people have found grace in your sight? Is it not in that you go with us? So shall we be separated, I and your people, from all your people that are upon the face of the earth. And Yah said unto Moshe, I will do this thing also that you have spoken, for you have found grace in my sight, and I know you by name. And he said, I beseech you, show me your glory. And I said, I will make all my goodness pass before you, and I will proclaim the name of Yah before you. And I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and I will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. And he said, You cannot see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. And Yah said, Behold, there is a place by me, and you shall stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass, while my glory passes by, that I will put you in a cleft of the rock, and will cover you with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen. Exodus chapter 34. And Yah said unto Moshe, Hew you 2 sapphire stones like unto the first, and I will write upon these sapphires the words that were in the first sapphires which you broke. And be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present yourself there to me in the top of the mount. And no man shall come up with you, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flocks nor herds be fed before that mount. And he hewed upon 2 sapphire stones like unto the first. And Moshe rose up early in the morning, and went up unto Mount Sinai, as Yah had commanded him, and took in his hands the 2 sapphire stones. And Yah descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of Yah. And Yah passed by before him, and proclaimed, Yah, Yah, El, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children unto the third and to the fourth generation. And Moshe made haste and bowed his head toward the earth and worshipped. And he said, If now I have found grace in your sight, O Adonai, let my Adonai, I pray you, go among us. For it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for your inheritance. And he said, Behold, I cut a covenant before all your people. I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which you are shall see the work of Yah, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with you. Guard that which I command you this day. Behold, I drive out before you the Emori, the Kenai, the Shittai, the Perizi, the Shavi, and the Yerusi. Take heed to yourself, lest you cut a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither you go, lest it be for a snare in the midst of you. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their Asherah poles. For you shall worship no other El, for Yah, whose name is jealous, is a jealous El. Lest you cut a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their Elohim, and do sacrifice unto their Elohim, and one call you, and you eat of his sacrifice, and take of their daughters unto your sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their Elohim, and make your sons go a whoring after their Elohim. You shall make no molten Elohim. The feast of Matzah shall you guard. 7 days shall you eat Matzah, as I commanded you in the time of the month of Eve. For in the month of Eve you came out from Mitzrayim. All that opens the womb is mine, and every firstling among your cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. But the firstling of an ass you shall redeem with the lamb, and if you redeem him not, then you shall break his neck. All the firstborn of your sons you shall redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. 6 days you shall work, but on the 7th day you shall rest. In earing time and in harvest you shall rest, and you shall observe the feast of Shavuot, and the first fruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of Succoth at the year's end. Thrice in the year shall all your men, children, appear before Adonai Yah, the Elohim of Israel. For I will cast out the nations before you, and enlarge your borders. Neither shall any man desire your land, when you shall go up to appear before Yah Eloheka thrice in the year. You shall not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Pesach be left unto the morning. The first of the first fruits of your land you shall bring unto the house of Yah Eloheka. You shall not see the kids in his mother's milk. And Yah said unto Moshe, Write these words, for after the tenor of these words I have cut a covenant with you and with Israel. And he was there with Yah 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water. And he wrote upon the sapphires the words of the covenant, the 10 Devarim. And it came to pass, when Moshe came down from the Mount Sinai with the 2 sapphires of testimonies in Moshe's hands, when he came down from the mount, and Moshe knew not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. And when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moshe, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him. And Moshe called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the assembly returned unto him. And Moshe talked with him. And afterward all the children of Israel came nigh, and he gave them in commandment all that Yah had spoken with him in Mount Sinai. Until Moshe had done speaking with him, he put a veil on his face. But when Moshe went in before Yah to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and spoke unto the children of Israel, which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moshe, that the skin of Moshe's face shone, and Moshe put the veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him.